Welcome to another episode of Megacampaigns of the Past. In this episode, we will take a look at one of my first Megacampaigns that I started in the year 1066 in Crusader Kings 2, using the Sword of Islam expansion just when it came out, and Muslims were terribly overpowered back then. So I conquered all of Europe, I usurped the Holy Roman Empire without thinking of the consequences. I then gave out, before I converted to EU3 using Rassiot's excellent converter, I gave out all of my king titles to my sons. I had 3 sons, no, actually I had 4 sons, and I gave them all the king titles except for Italy and Africa that I held for myself. Which meant that when I converted over to EU3, there were a lot of personal unions, and everything was in the Holy Roman Empire. But everyone was a Sunni Muslim instead of Catholic. So, in EU3, my sons conquered each other and fought a lot. We fought a lot, but we mainly colonized parts of Egypt, and we didn't do much. We mainly helped out. We helped some of our sons. So anyway, this is the world that little endeavor resulted in. It's very weird. Everyone is a Muslim, and the main culture, the most prominent culture in the world is Maghreb. As you can see, North Africa is all Maghreb, but there's heavy Maghreb presence in, well, Italy doesn't really have any Italians anymore. England is Maghreb, Poland, that is for some reason in Denmark, is Maghreb, Bohemia, Moravia, and this section here is very Maghreb. Some Maghrebs here and even some Maghrebs there. Though the converter made sure to convert some nations with their dominant culture instead of their primary culture, which I am very thankful for. So, most of the kingdoms are gone. I mean, for example, Bavaria used to be much bigger, but Brandenburg took over. Hungary has conquered a lot of stuff. The Timurids used to own all of this, but Hungary has cut them off from their European holdings here. And let's take a look at the rest of the world, shall we? Africa looks like this, with a large eastern state here, Benin. The Greeks have colonized this, and Yemen is in South Africa. We have, well, Greece actually coexists with the Byzantine Empire, but the Byzantine Empire is, I think they are still Christian while Greece is Muslim. The Timurids went east into Russia, but then they got cut off by Sweden, who for some reason really wanted Siberia. And then England took East Russia. Manchu is a big and powerful Chinese state, and China is always powerful when you convert it using Irendur's converter, because I think they usually take too quickly, so they get converted over as... Well, but actually I think the biggest reason is because they are not split, like they are in vanilla Victoria, where they are actually split into sections. Deccan never managed to form India because of the Timurids holding key provinces. They're still strong though, very strong. This is held by Manchu and Syria and England mainly. Oman colonized a lot of the stuff in Victoria 2 that you cannot really colonize in EU3 because it's wasteland. This was wasteland, that's wasteland. So they took all of the wastelands. Japan is around. And America looks like this. Mexico holds the west coast. For some reason they don't hold most of Mexico. Louisiana is the United States of this time, though they are, I don't know, they are very friendly towards the natives. All of the native tribes are still left, or almost all of them. And they are democracies, civilized nations, democracies, ruled by Ketova societies, except for Huron, who are socialists. Canada is around. They are communists, a communist haven in North America. They are right next to Morocco here. Morocco, by the way, yeah, they are one of our sons. Greece as well. So most of the world are ruled by the Zhogbadid dynasty, even though the kings are nominal heads of state more than absolute monarchs anymore. Colombia, large state here. Peru and Brazil. Brazil is more of Argentina, but I don't complain too much. Greece holds... well, this is really Argentina, isn't it? Well, Greece, France, and England holds the southern tip. So let's take a look at nationalities. We already looked at this here, I think. Yeah, there are... let's see. Norwegians in Finland. Lots of Norwegians here in Norway, and Sweden is mainly Swedish, but there are lots of Danes here at the southern tip. And northern Norway as well. Hungary is mainly Hungarian, as you can see. Greece and Anatolia is still Greek. Take a look at Africa. Mainly, you know, the tribes. Thus, these colors look like this. But Yemen is a Mongol country. And Norwegian. It's a Norwegian-Mongol haven in the southern tip of Africa. Because that makes sense. Benin is Somali, with some Misri. The Timurids are Mongol, as you can see. But the Timurids conquered a huge part of India. And they have had such an eternal migration that, as you can see, these are Gujarati. And the Gujaratis are everywhere. Like, Gujaratis are taking over in Siberia, in Russia, in the Middle East. It looks really strange, but it's kind of cool. And here is Kashmiri. And here Marathi people has already taken over as the dominant culture. That's why it's solid color. And Sindhi. Mainly Swedes here, though. Some Yakuts. Can't be a lot of people living there in Siberia. As you can see, Bayfarin is the primary culture of Manchu. Deccan has Telugu. And, yeah. Apparently no culture here. I guess it's because no people live there. Weird. Don't know how that happened. Must be some kind of bug. This is how America looks. Louisiana has Dixie culture, I think. Along with some Native Americans here that they conquered. Canada is Russian and Austrian. Not Canadian at all. Weird. Colombia, Colombian. Brazil is Brazilian. Peru is South Andean. Well, Colombia is North Andean. And then there's mostly Greeks in Brazil and in the south here. So, let's take a look at the civilization level real quickly, because it's kind of fun. There's a surprise waiting for you. In Ireland, where the last uncivilized nation is. It's Leinster, but it's not Irish. It's 100% Welsh. So there's Welshmen. Let's see, there's around 200,000 uncivilized Welshmen living under an absolute monarchy in Ireland under the Unionist Party. They don't even have railroads or anything. I don't know how this is possible. I didn't even notice them until I took a look at this. And it's so weird. York, by the way, is up here in Scotland. It's completely Scottish. So, let's take a look at the ledger. You can take a look at the total score here, so you can see. Hungary and Manchu lead over us. We are actually not the greatest power in this world. We are far behind these two monsters. The literacy, though, is kind of high. I think we have... no, we don't have 100%. We have the highest of the powers, though. We have... let's see. I think we have 98%. Yeah, Algeria. 98%. We are the most literate of the great powers. Provinces. You can see Greece has the most provinces, followed by the Timurids and Hungary and England. Louisiana and Manchu. We are here. Number of factories, though. Oh, we are only beaten by the Timurids. So we do have industrial power on our side. The most brigades are Hungary, because Hungary is a war-mongering menace to the world. Though their people hate them, so they started migrating en masse to let's see, Louisiana. Yeah, there's so many Hungarians that have been assimilated into the Dixie culture in Louisiana. There's millions of them. Ships, Hungary wins there as well. Political systems. Here are the political systems and national values and ruling parties and ideologies. As you can see, there are some proletarian dictatorships, but mostly absolute monarchies, democracies, HMs, and Prussian constitutionalism. Political reforms. I think we have outlawed slavery. Let's see, who allows slavery here? Braunschweig and Norway, and yeah, Norway. They are a fascist country that allows slavery. It's kind of fun. Let's see. Oh, we are here. Algeria. Universal, based on population. We have all the best voting systems. Social reforms. Not that interesting. No one has anything, really. Norway apparently rely more on slave labor than their labor from their own people, because they have too good pensions and subsidies and safety regulations, so they simply let the slaves do the work for them. Country population, not that interesting. It's obviously China who has the most population. And we can take a look at... let's see, we have not researched all technology, as you can see. We have some navy and army technology left. We are ruled by the fascist party. We have a population of 31 million. And our population are mainly Maghrebi, as you can see here, with just a few Christians left. As you can see, so few. And they're all Greeks. For some reason, even the Catholics are Greeks. So 99.8% Sunni. Here are our other cultures, Umbrian and Lombards. Lombard, for some reason, not spelled with a big L. So, is there anything else we should take a look at? Perhaps, nah, I think that's most of it. So, this was a little bit shorter than other ones. But, as you can see, the world is terribly different from our own. I can't put enough emphasis on that. So, I'll see you all in the next episode of Megacampaigns of the Past. Feel free to leave a comment if you like this, or if you have any, comments on the world, want to see something more, I can make a follow-up video if needed. Anyway, thank you for watching.